Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Nafis Tanveer from the University of Amsterdam, together with my supervisor, Dr. Ziming Zhao, Federico Drago, and Marta Gutierrez from EGI Foundation, Delphine Dobler from EuroArgo, and Ulrich Bundke from Ulish. We're building an intelligence system to supercharge discoverability and collaboration in environmental and earth sciences. Early career researchers in the environmental domain struggle to find the right assets, the specific datasets, the notebooks to analyze it, and the guidance to interpret the results. Therefore, asking something as practical as how do I compute the surface ocean temperature in Amsterdam from 2022 to 2023 becomes a maze of scattered portals to find datasets, inconsistent metadata, and finding appropriate code or notebook to analyze it, and a lot of guesswork, especially for early researchers. Today's option forces a trade-off between a curated catalog of services that deliver high quality but demand expert human for indexing and pre-processing, which is time-consuming, and at the same time hugely expensive. On the other hand, the keyword search scales cheaply but often returns irrelevant results and weak recommendations, which furthermore takes a long time to manually process by the end researcher. Therefore, the researcher has to move up and down a lot between search service and catalog of services. Researchers deserve both precision and skill. Introducing ENVRI-Hub Next, a dialogue-first LLM-powered system that blends the strength of curated catalogs with the reach of classical search. The outcome, faster responses to queries, generate reproducible workflows across infrastructure, and a shared platform where researchers can find, analyze, and collaborate without switching tools too much or lowering the bar on quality. And with that, let me show you how ENVRI-Hub Next turns a complex query like compute surface ocean temperature into a transparent end-to-end workflow in multiple services. So now we're going to demonstrate how to answer the query, how do I compute surface ocean temperature in Amsterdam, which is related to an essential climate variable. Initially, we're going to the knowledge base, which is this website with the query surface ocean temperature. We can view a brief summary with some results, which are categorized into 4 sections, including a dedicated option for datasets. However, early career researchers may not be familiar with what an ECV is, and therefore we have included a chat assistant which provides helpful answers, including but not limited to what an ECV is. From the chat assistant, we can also go to the full version of the dialogue-based system. So this is the dialogue-based system. Here we'll show straightforward steps to answer the question. The steps are as easy as talking to a human being expert in the environmental and earth science domain. First, we ask the system the research question itself. That way, it establishes the context of communication. From the answer, we can see that the system has responded starting with the data collection steps with a set of relatable URLs. And secondly, we ask for the relevant datasets required to answer the original research question, and we get a lot of content from the catalog of services, then which also redirects us to the catalog of services as well, which we can see here. I'm not going to spend too much time here, and now let's move to the third question. And finally, here we can see that since the researchers may not be expert in coding, we ask the system to complete a sample code with an appropriate formula and library and dataset, and also the system that does for us beautifully. And finally, we ask an interesting question. How can ENVRI become an EOSC node? We see that the system has provided answers including legal requirement, services, policies, quality, and also the onboarding process with an official reference. So this demo is part of the ENVRI-Hub Next development, which helps to position the ENVRI community to join the EOSC as a candidate node. The service is standardized and domain agnostic, so it can be generalized beyond environmental scientists and offered an open source infrastructure for all other environments as well. Thank you everyone and have a wonderful day.